What is up, everyone? It is time to take a peek at that top 10 list. Everyone get ready to learn and lean in because I got a French fry list for you today. But before I tell you, I wanted to thank you for clicking on episode number 7 of The Morning Bell. It's your host, Jacob Bell, with another breath of the fresh top 10. Today, I'll be arranging the top 10 burger joints across the lines. So everybody, ring that bell, subscribe, and wake up for this delicious topic that we are about to dive into. Let's get right in this episode, starting off with my Uncle Drake. How's it going?
Good. How are you, Jacob?
Not too bad. So, when you get a burger, what kind of toppings do you get with it? What are the best toppings?
Well, there's some basic essentials that have to be on every burger.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to have onions, you have to have lettuce.
Yeah.
I like the lettuce that's crunchy. I want iceberg lettuce on my burger. I want to hear that's the only crunch in a burger, really. So
It is.
I like that. I like onions, and I like mine fresh. I get the whole. Some people like them fried. They're not so strong. They're wussies, but. And then cheese and bacon. I mean, if cheese and bacon are available, you gotta say yes.
What kind of cheese do you get?
Usually cheddar. I'll tell you what. One of my favorite places is Little Big, and they do one with goat cheese, which sounds kind of odd, but it is a fantastic hamburger.
Really? That sounds awesome.
Yeah, goat cheese.
It sounds weird. I like the peanut butter burger at Killer Burger. It sounds awesome. It sounds weird until you try it.
I haven't had the guts to do that one yet. I have one right by my office, and I still haven't gotten to that one.
Oh, it's so good. But you gotta get the light peanut butter because they put so much on. Like with the blue cheese, on a burger, so much.
That just doesn't. Yeah, I guess I'm too much of a classics guy.
Mhm. Well, what kind of side is the best with a big juicy burger? What's the best side?
Well, going back to classics, it's got to be a fry, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are definitely places that have good fries and bad fries.
Yeah.
I mean, McDonald's even has a great fry, right?
Yeah, they do, because they're so salty, and they're hot right when you get them.
And they're crispy.
Mm-hmm. They're
nothing
so
worse than a soggy fry.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I'd really want with a burger than a fry. I take that back. Those little tater tots.
You like
probably the best.
Really?
Yeah, I can hardly pass on a tater tot.
What? Every time I get a tater tot, I always have to get like the right dipping sauce, like a spicy dipping sauce. I can't do ranch with tater tots for some reason. Are you the same way?
Oh.
Do you just?
No, I'm a ranch guy.
Really?
If they have ranch, I want the ranch.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so funny because I like the spice when it comes to tater tots. They're just I think they're dry. I don't know why. I'll go fries. Have you ever had...
I've seen some places now that are making like kind of handmade ones that are a ball.
Really?
They just like make a little ball in the hand and deep fry those with potatoes. I haven't ordered them yet, but they look really good.
That sounds way good. Do you like the waffle fries?
No, I used to be a big waffle fry guy when I was younger. I don't know. There's just too much food there, I think, now.
Yeah,
but they'd sure hold ketchup or sauce.
Yeah, so you're just sticking with the classics, right? That's the way to go.
Yep. I'll tell you, the places that make a hand-cut fry, though, those are really worth seeking out. Place that chops the potatoes, soaks them in water, dries them so they get crispy. Those are still pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. So, coming down to the wire, what are the top 10 burger joints?
Well, so I'm a Portland guy, so let me give you first, Jake, I break them into two things. There's two whole different kinds of burgers, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the classic, sloppy burger.
Yes.
And then there's the classy hamburger. Those are the places that make them out of some kind of really fancy beef, maybe have some kind of fancy toppings.
Fancy buns, like brioche buns and whatnot, yep.
Right.
I hear you.
Right. Yeah, and it's kind of funny, there's not a whole lot of crossover in the two.
Yeah.
Seems like they're one or the other. But partly it's the establishment, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's if I go into a fancy steakhouse, a good chance I'm not going to get a classic burger. I'm going to get a classy burger.
Exactly, but if you go to fast food, then you're probably going to end up with a slap together burger.
Right.
Yeah.
So some of my favorites in the classics, the old-fashioned hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
So just north of Hillsboro, kind of out in the woods, is a place called Helvetia Tavern. Ooh. Now, it's a tavern, but kids can go there. They have seating in the back and in a separate side. Mm-hmm. It's extra big, so it's probably over 6 inches around.
Wow.
Always a super soft bun. And the sauce is kind of one of those, you know what, I think it's a lot like Burgerville. It's a lot of mayonnaise and mustard and relish mixed together.
It's so good.
I did that one just the other day, and I'm telling you, that is one of the better burgers there are around.
I'm the 6 inches of meat. That's got to be like close to a pound.
Oh, well, they're the thin ones.
Oh, yeah.
That's often a classic burger, right, or the thin patties. Mm-hmm. But they do a double, and I always get it with cheese. I don't always get that one with bacon because it's so dang big that I'm not sure I can eat the bacon. It's about $14 for that without fries, and you always get chips.
Wow.
And I think that's it. Oh, I had an iced tea for $14.
Wow. They're doing it their own way. What you got? What's your next couple of favorite burger joints to go to?
So in Beaverton, there's a cart there called Burger Stevens, and it's what they call them smash burgers. And there's a bunch of places doing this now. So have you had one of those?
No, I want to get one so bad. I heard about them.
They kind of smush the burger under a flat piece of metal, and it fries up really fast and super crispy.
I heard.
And I get that one dressed kind of like I do the one in Ovation. I get the classic sauce, onions, lettuce, and bacon.
Aren't those smash burgers normally doubles? Double patty?
You're right. That one is a double. Yeah.
That's what I heard. Up in Beaverton.
Yeah, that's in Beaverton. The food pod right downtown next to City Hall.
Wow. I'm going to have to go try that. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's really far away from where we live, but it's like 45 minutes. Something like that.
You can always come down. And then the other one like that I mentioned, it's kind of a crossover, but it's still a thin patty, small burger, is Little Big Burger. And those are a chain throughout the Portland area. They got one in Northwest. They got them on the east side and the west side. Yeah. And it's a smaller burger. That's the one I get with goat cheese. But the best thing they have is the side is truffled French fries.
Whoa.
Yeah, so they double fry them, then they put a little truffle oil on them and give them a toss. Oh, man, those are good.
I bet. Oh, my gosh. Are they? Oh, that sounds super good. Do you got any... What's your favorite, on the go, you're on a road trip, you want to stop, get a quick burger and go. What's, the most trusted place to go to for you?
Yeah, so it's funny because I really like, and I still eat them. I eat the Whoppers.
The Whoppers.
I think it's because they're flame broiled. They got a lot of flavor. Because McDonald's grilled and Wendy's grilled, they're just not much flavor there. But those Whoppers are the way to go.
That's Burger King, right?
Burger King, right.
I've never been to a Burger King before, only to get a milkshake.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I've never been to Buffalo Wild Wings either. I gotta go there.
Try them. They literally flame broil every burger.
Wow.
Lots of flavor, good bacon. It's just kind of got that barbecue taste instead of, fried.
Yeah. Well, you got any other burger joints you love, or those?
Well, there's a couple classy places that have. There's a really fancy restaurant in Portland called Le Pigeon. Ooh. And Le Pigeon is high-end cuisine. He's been ranked around the world.
Wow.
And I think he still does it. He makes 12 hamburgers a night. You can only eat them if you're sitting at the counter. So watching the chef eat. And he only does, I think it was 12 or 8 a night. So you kind of got to get in early and get them.
They're
great
special.
One to do. Yeah. and it's the kind of place serves a great glass of wine and all kinds of interesting sides like, foie gras, duck liver, those kinds of things.
Wow. That sounds so good.
Yeah, that one really is good. And like I say, it's kind of a treat. Probably a mid-$20 burger.
Wow.
So,
but it's probably
not
worth
for the faint
it.
of heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the ringside. Ringside's there's the place you actually have to order onion rings.
Really?
They are known everywhere for the onion rings, so when you get a burger there, same kind of a deal. It's a high-end steakhouse, but a fantastic hamburger, and their onion rings are to die for.
Really? I tried to make onion rings the other week, and I guarantee it wasn't as good as those.
Yeah, they're the kind that they get them cooked just right, so when you bite it, the whole onion doesn't come out. Really crispy. They serve it with their own special sauce.
Jeez.
It's kind of their whole forte.
Oh, that makes me really hungry for some onion rings.
You are making me hungry here today.
Well.
Yeah, so those are kind of the biggies, and I always break them into those two groups. Portland's full of some very good classic burgers that have been around forever, like Stanish's.
Portland's been around for a long time.
Yeah, that are always worth catching.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm for sure hungry now. Thanks for coming on the show, Uncle Drake. Hope to see you again.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
See ya. Heading into the second interview, introducing Jim Hawkins. How's it going?
Good. Good morning. How are you?
Not too bad. First question, would a burger find its way onto your top 10 list of foods?
It's a good question. I think it's kind of a tough one to answer because I think burgers are different things to different people. As a matter of fact, a few years ago, I kind of stopped eating burgers entirely.
Really?
Because I just kind of got tired of where burgers were headed. I mean, it seemed like it was a competition to see, who could make the most outlandish or most, gourmet burger with all kinds of, weird things on it. And it just, to me, it just kind of got out of control, and I just wasn't enjoying those kinds of burgers. I think it's a neat meat sandwich, if you will. But to me, it's not. When it comes to burgers, you know me. I like fancy cars. I like fancy clothes and things like that. But I'm kind of a purist when it comes to burgers.
Yeah.
So to answer the question, if it's a classic, well-crafted, basic burger, sure, that definitely makes it onto my top 10 list.
I like that. That's a good take on it. What are the top 3 styles of fries, and if you want to get further, dipping sauces? You got the waffle fries, tater tots, even. What are your top 3? Potato products.
I think potato products.
Yeah, potato products.
So to me, nothing beats a good waffle fry.
Yeah.
Waffle fries, I think, are ingenious because just the basic way they make them makes it so that they get crispy, all throughout it. They're, typically not too thick and chewy. I think it's hard to screw up a good waffle fry. And so, that'd definitely be my favorite. My pet peeve are, the real thick cut things that are super mushy in the middle.
Yes.
And those aren't my favorite.
Yeah, no, they're not mine either. Have you had the Chick-fil-A waffle fries?
I have not had Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
They're good.
I'm sure they're amazing.
They're not bad. As far as fast food goes, I'd say they're up top, but yeah, definitely worth it. What kind of dipping sauces would you do? Or what?
Well, I'll tell you, just back to fries for a second. As far as fast food goes, I don't think you can beat a Burger King French fry. I mean, they're just the best. But anyway.
Yeah. I said this earlier. I've never been to Burger King, but I will have to go. But what's your take on dipping sauces?
So dipping sauces, So I'm not a pure ketchup person. It just doesn't do it for me. I do love a dipping sauce. The best one ever was I don't even know if these are around anymore. There was a place called Arctic Circle. I think they were mostly in the Northwest, and they did a great dipping sauce that was, probably mayonnaise and ketchup based,
Wow.
but it had some other stuff in it, and could not be beat. That was my favorite dipping sauce ever.
That sounds good. Wow.
Yeah,
I gotta try
they
that.
did a nice job.
Finally, what are the top 10 burger joints in the world? What you got?
Okay, top 10 burger joints. So this is a tough one again because, as far as I'm concerned, it's been hard to get a good burger for a long time, a good, just classic burger. Fortunately for people like me and maybe you, something called smash burgers are sort of, all the rage right now. And a smash burger is simply, a basic backyard burger.
Yeah.
But to do them right, you need to kind of know how it's done. And I've kind of learned a little bit about it. I'm actually working on trying to make some on my own, and I still haven't perfected it. But what it really is, you take a very loosely packed ball, maybe a 3-inch ball of hamburger meat, and not super lean, not the 99% lean or whatever kind. You just want basic hamburger meat.
Yeah.
You put it on a hot grill, and then you smash the thing, and you smash it thin. Maybe a quarter of an inch is what you're looking for. And, what happens is you get the super crispy burger. Doesn't take long to make because it's so thin. You just let it crisp on one side, flip it over, let it crisp on the other side, throw your cheese on it, and you've got a good burger. So fortunately, there's some good ones now. Interestingly, the Oregonian recently did a list of the top 10 smash burgers, and I was kind of upset because I've hardly been to any of them, but I can tell you my favorites. One is a food truck called Burger Stevens, and they used to have one at Wilson High School, which is close to where I live. Now they have one at the Beaverton Food Carts, and there's also one downtown near Pioneer Square.
Gotcha.
They do a great smash burger. Interestingly, they are not high on the list of Oregonian smash burgers. I think they rank 12th or something like that.
Wow.
But I just don't think that one can be beat. But there are a few others that I think are worth mentioning to just for your listeners, because I haven't been to.
Yeah.
But definitely on my list to go to soon. Their number one burger is the Mid-City Smash Burger.
Mid-City.
Sounds to me like it might be a little overproduced in terms of sort of the classic burger, but I think it's worth trying. And then there's another interesting one. This one's out by me in Southwest Portland, and it's a place it's been called Rough Draft. It's also a food cart, but they just changed it to Sure Shot for some reason. Don't know why. But that one is interesting because they have one of the best smash burgers in town, and they're extremely hard to get. You have to make an appointment in advance. These days, it's at least 2 days in advance. Establish a time window that you can go there and pick up your burger.
And it's a food truck.
No, I've been trying for months to get there. Yeah, it's nearly impossible. It's called Sure Shot. It's number 2 on the Oregonians list, and I've read a lot about it, and I see the pictures of it, and they just make your mouth water. But again, it's just it's a great meat to bun ratio. There's a lot of, there's not a lot of bun. I think they typically use, just your regular Franz,
that's hard to find.
Buns. Yeah.
It is hard.
Burger, little bit of cheese, some fried onions on there, some pickles, and that is the Rough Draft Smash Burger, and I can't wait to try it. So,
sounds good.
Then, for people who like the other kinds of burgers, there's a couple of interesting ones. One is there's a restaurant called Castagna on Southeast Hawthorne in Portland, and they used to have a place next door called Cafe Castagna, which they just changed the name of to something called OK Omens. They have one of the best sort of what I call sort of a gourmet burger I've ever had. It's it's delicious. It's worth the trip, and it's really a treat. There's another one that unfortunately you can't get anymore, but it's kind of a cool story. There used to be a place in Lake Oswego on the water called Blends. It's now called something else. But they used to have a burger that wasn't on the menu. It was a secret burger. So you had to know it was there, and you had to call it out that you wanted a Blinsburger, and
Secret,
you'd get a week from the waiter, and later on they'd bring you this burger that was just unbelievably good. And it's sad that burger isn't around anymore. But it was sort of a hybrid of a backyard burger with just done up a little bit more with some interesting things on it. But that's my list. I wish I'd been to more, and it's kind of a quest. But that's kind of where I'm at.
I'm gonna have to try all of those because that all sounds great to me. I've never had a smash burger. We were gonna go last night to get one, but it just didn't happen. And question about it. So when you're making the smash burger, and you said that you had like a 3-inch ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you put that on when you go to grill it? Do you leave it in the ball form, or do you?
No. Yeah, you
out
smash it immediately. You just put it on the grill, and then you take a smasher, which they make, specially designed smashers, just these heavy iron things that you push onto the thing. It makes a mess. I ruined a pair of shorts the other night trying to make some. Next time I'll wear an apron because it just splatters all over the place. But that's all there is to it. Just smash that thing down good and just let it get crispy.
Wow.
That's the way to do it. And then, as another little story for you, next time you see your Uncle Drake, you can give him a hard time about this.
All right.
It's a burger, back to the overdone and just obscenely made burgers. I once watched your Uncle Drake order a $75 burger in Las Vegas. And I think I forget what the place was called, but I think it's called the $1 Million Burger or something like that. It has foie gras on it. And he did it. So you can give him a hard time about that because I don't care what it is. No burger's worth $75.
No, unless it's like got 24 karat gold wrapped around the buns, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on to the show. I loved your list. Just listening to it, it was awesome. Have a great day, Jim.
It's making me hungry.
Yeah. See ya. Heading into the sauce part of the interview, the final bit, introducing my dad, Jared Bell. How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad. On a burger, do you like your buns toasted or not?
I definitely got to say I like my buns toasted.
So
I actually like my buns like a brioche bun. Something that's got some substance to it with a little bit of butter smeared on it. Heated over.
Garlic butter?
Doesn't have to be garlic. It could just be regular butter, but if you want to sprinkle a little garlic, that's okay too. But I like that bun where it's got that kind of oily look to it, little buttery look to it, and then butter on the bottom and grilled. And I like some grill marks on my bun.
Yeah, that's actually the way to go. When you get a burger, what is your favorite drink to pair it with?
Well, I gotta say I prefer a good old IPA. A 10-barrel Apocalypse IPA out of Bend, Oregon, or no, I'm going to go with that. American.
Yes, American.
Yeah. Maybe a little cheddar cheese too. It's not a drink, but it's good on my.
You like to drink cheddar cheese?
No, it's not a drink, but I like it on my. I like it on my hamburger.
Yes, we all do, right? Except for Josh likes pepper jack. But what are the top 10 burger joints of all time?
That's a hard question, and I got to say, number one is right here at home, because we can mix it with sausage, and we can add some barbecue sauce, and we can add some Worcestershire sauce, and we can add whatever we want to it, endless, and then we can smoke it on the old Barbie. So that makes number one, plus with a fried egg. But so if we're gonna go out for dinner, a number one. So there's different occasions, right? If I'm driving down the highway and it's like we're going from here to Seattle, then I definitely want a Wendy's cheeseburger, double cheeseburger on the fly, milepost 79 going up I-5 to Seattle. Love that.
Wendy's.
Yep. If I'm going down to Cali, definitely going to be an In-N-Out burger as soon as we cross it over into Medford.
Do you think the In-N-Out whole what they've got going on is underrated or overrated or just right? Because a lot of people say it's way overrated. It's not a good burger.
I wouldn't say it's not a good burger. I mean, if you want to sit in the front seat of your truck and have some sin in your mouth for a few minutes, I'd say that In-N-Out's the way to go. Especially if you've got it mustard fried or with some animal fries is definitely the way to go. But animal style, excuse me, thank you, background. But I would say that on the whole, I do like a Five Guys burger. I think they do a really good job. I'm not into these sliders and small burgers and people trying to pass off a little teeny thing in my mouth as a hamburger. If I'm going to eat meat, I want to eat meat.
So you got the Five Guys. Would you rather? What are your thoughts on Burger King versus Burgerville?
I wouldn't pass. I mean, honestly, I would pass by both of them without even hitting the brake lights.
Yep.
Pass them both. Burgerville, not a very good burger and way overpriced.
Overpriced.
And I do love the smell of a Burger King when I drive by with that smoke in the air, but the food doesn't taste very good. I gotta say, In-N-Out does do a pretty good job, but I also like a Red Robin with a fried egg slammed on top of it.
Red Robin.
A royal burger.
Yum.
Because of the French fries, to be honest with you.
The French fries, the garlic fries. What was the fries?
French fries and the ranch. No, it's what is that? Campfire sauce.
Campfire. That's a thing.
Campfire sauce. It is good. It's
Wow.
not really fancy, but it tastes good.
I've had bad reputations so far with Red Robin in the past couple of months. Might be the one I'm going to, but they've just not done a good job. So I hope that whatever you've been having's been special.
Yeah, pound for pound in town, Vancouver. I'm gonna go with Killer Burger as my number one.
Ooh, number one.
Yep, pound for pound in town. On the road,
Yes.
Wendy's going north, In-N-Out going south, in town, Killer Burger. Number one with a Red Robin on the side if you gotta take the kids out.
I love it. That's perfect. Killer Burger up on top. I think it's time for a burger and fries. Thanks for coming on the show, Dad.
Yeah, welcome.
We finished the fries, and it's time to take a bite of the burger. Thanks for stopping by and listening to The Morning Bell. Comment or leave a review claiming which burger joint is the best. Head over to Instagram and follow at @themorningbell_ no space, all undercase, to stay up to date with announcements on episodes and more. I'll see you guys later in the 8th episode. It'll be a special, so stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow. I appreciate it. Like always, it's your host, Jacob Bell, with a breath of the fresh Top 10.